This short 15-minute postnatal practice begins to incorporate many of the postures you did in the prenatal practice, as well as learning a few new ones. The beauty of doing yoga after childbirth is that you can begin to tone your abdominal muscles, stimulate your internal organs, strengthen your low back, release tension in your shoulders, as well as to begin to realign your body for its new requirements. As to the question of when to begin practicing postnatal yoga, well, that depends upon your birth and your body's particular needs for recovery. I'd say at least wait till 6 weeks postpartum, or at least until you stop bleeding. And if you've had a cesarean, please make sure that your incision is healed and your doctor's given you the okay to start your yoga practice again. Begin sitting on your knees. Support your ankles or hips with a pillow as you need them. Inhale, rolling the shoulders up, then pulling them back, dropping them down and rolling them forward. Make large, smooth circles with your shoulders, releasing the tightness that comes with nursing and carrying your baby. Just allow the shoulders to circle all the way through. Then, gently roll the shoulders in the opposite direction, pulling them back, pulling them high, and pushing them forward. Really make the shoulders feel a little bit tired. And then release. Interlace your fingers behind your back, the left thumb over the right thumb in Venus lock. Pull the arms away from your body, opening up your shoulders and getting a gentle arch in the upper back. Look up, opening up the throat, and just allow that beautiful upper back arch to stretch. Either hold here or begin to exhale, falling forward, bringing your forehead towards the floor and your arms up towards the ceiling, creating a counter stretch through the back of the body. Shoulders open, the back of the neck releases, the pelvis sinks down into the heels. Then gently release the hands and let them fall towards the floor, and slowly roll your torso back up into sitting. Place the hands on the knees and begin to gently rock the pelvis like you did in prenatal practice, but this time you're going to add breath of fire. Exhale, drawing the navel deeply into the belly. Inhale, expanding the diaphragm outwards. Breath of fire are even breaths through the nose, the exhale being the most important. Just allow your back and spine to move with the breath of fire. In the beginning, your breath of fire may be slow, but gradually you want to build up speed and intensity. Go at the speed that feels appropriate for you. Feel the heat beginning to build in your belly, strengthening your abs and navel point, strengthening your internal organs. A couple more seconds and keep going. Release breath of fire and come back to sitting tall. Inhale deeply, and then as you exhale, release your hips to one side. Come down to sitting on the floor with your feet in front of you. Either wrap your arms around your knees or under your thighs, whatever's most comfortable for you. Exhale and gently roll all the way up through your back to the top of the shoulders, and then inhale, rolling up. As you roll up, see if you can balance on your sitting bones. At first, your feet may hit the floor, but over time, you'll be able to come up and just balance. Inhale, use the momentum to roll up. Exhale, rolling back, and feel the whole spine getting a gentle massage. Now, if you'd like to increase the difficulty, hold a pillow on your chest and wrap your arms around the pillow. Now roll back and roll up. You'll feel more of a workout in your abs. This will help to tone them after birth. A couple more breaths here. Now roll back and lie flat on the floor. Release your pillows, drop your hips to the floor, and raise your legs straight up into the air, feet facing the ceiling. You can support your legs with your hands on the back of the thighs if it's more comfortable for you. Just hang out here for a few seconds, feeling the blood flow from the feet all the way down into the thighs and back to the heart. Take a couple more breaths here. Then slowly let your legs open, falling out towards the sides, getting a gentle inner thigh stretch. Whatever your flexibility allows, just go to that place and let yourself hang out there, breathing gently and easily through the belly, continuing to connect with your breath. Take a couple more breaths here. On an inhale, bring the feet back together. Keeping your left leg raised to 90 degrees, drop your right leg down towards the floor. Just before it touches the floor, bring it back up to meet the left leg and switch sides. Drop the left leg down and bring it back up. If you're feeling discomfort in your lower back, you can rest your hands underneath your hips for support. Feel the navel point working to help strengthen your low belly. Bring the legs up and down. If it's too much for you to bring your foot all the way down to the floor, or if you're feeling strain in your back, bring it down part of the way, just to where you feel the greatest amount of strength and control. End with both feet facing the ceiling. Begin to lower your feet to the floor behind your head, coming into plow pose, halasana. As your hips come up off the floor, place your hands underneath your hips for support. Using your abdominals, pull your legs over the top of your head. Legs are straight and feet reach out towards the floor. Depending upon how flexible your back is, your feet may not go all the way to the floor. You may feel more comfortable bending your knees and dropping them next to your ears. Allow yourself to relax here. The chin should be pointed up towards the ceiling, and there should be a gentle curve in the back of your neck so that your neck is soft and released, allowing fresh oxygenated blood to flow into your throat, your head, your chest, and your heart. Breathe a few more seconds here, letting yourself really relax into this posture. And when you're ready, slowly and gracefully begin to roll down through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Bring the hips back down to the floor and let your feet float down towards the floor, either with straight legs or with bent knees, whatever supports you the most. Place your feet on the floor just in front of your hips, setting up for a gentle back bend, bridge pose, or setu bandha. Arms by your sides, hands facing down, fingertips just graze the backs of your heels. Slowly tilt the pelvis up so that your back flattens into the floor. Continue rolling your pelvis up towards the sky, lifting your lower back off the floor. Roll all the way up through your ribs, coming to rest on your shoulders. Your thighs support your weight. You should feel support through the glutes, the buttocks, the backs of the legs, the whole back of the body. And you should feel a nice stretch in the hip flexors. Just breathe here, contracting all the way through the back of your body. Now exhale and gently begin to roll down. Try to place each vertebra down on the floor independently of the others, really contracting through the belly for control. Coming back to a flat back, we're going to do bridge pose once again, so set yourself up. Inhale, exhale, roll your body back up, contracting the entire back of your body and the tops of your thighs. Imagine bringing your inner thighs a little closer together so you create strong inner thighs. Breathe, contract, maybe even take bridge pose a tiny bit higher, and then slowly exhale and gently roll back down. Bring your knees to your chest, wrap your arms around them, and gently rock from side to side. Keeping your hands around your knees, roll back up to sitting. Bring the soles of the feet together as close to your body as feels comfortable for you in butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. Wrap your fingers around your toes, pulling the chest up just like we did in our prenatal practice, and let the legs bounce. Let them fall open towards the floor and pull them up, and keep that rhythm going. Let them fly. Few more seconds, really bounce them, really push them towards the floor, push them up high, get a big wide arc through the leg, and then gently release the legs and let them fall towards the floor. Bring your knees back together, lower onto one hip, and come into cat-cow pose on your hands and knees. Again, we're going to do breath of fire. You're going to arch the back, but you're only going to arch in the very middle. So exhale, pulling up, inhale, dropping down, using a short rhythmic exhale. Feel the heat building in the belly. Work through the middle of your body, connecting you to your inner organs, recharging your reproductive organs, your digestion, and connecting you to your navel center, the power point of your will. Breathe a few more seconds. As your navel center becomes stronger, you'll be able to go faster, but for now, just go at your own pace. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release back to a flat back. Moving into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Tuck your toes, fingers point straight out in front of you. Push back through the shoulders and raise your hips towards the ceiling, feeling your belly coming in towards your thighs. Your shoulders are strong, pulled together on your back. The top of your head falls towards the floor and heels reach towards the floor. Stay here, or if you'd like to deepen your practice and stretch the sides of your body, gently lift the left leg up towards the sky. Lift it only as high as feels comfortable and you can maintain balance. When you're ready, point your toe, roll the hip open and outwards so that the entire side of the body feels the stretch. Drop the left heel down towards the buttock, opening up through the thigh, getting a wonderful stretch through the obliques and through the top of the hip. Breathe into the belly. Breathe into this very gentle twist. When you're ready to come out, drop the hips back down to level and drop the foot back down to the floor, and switch sides. Raise the right leg up. Once you have your balance, twist and open up the right side of the body. When you're ready, drop the right heel down behind you, opening the knee up towards the sky, getting a wonderful gentle twist. Then when you're ready, release the leg, level the hips, and lower the foot to the floor. Drop your knees to the floor and come down onto your belly, setting up for Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. Interlace your fingers in Venus Lock behind your back, right at your hips. Using the strength of your arms, inhale, pull your arms straight and lift your upper chest off of the floor. Go only as high as you feel comfortable with holding and breathe through the belly. Feel your stomach pushing away from the floor, helping the long muscles of your back to strengthen and raise you up, helping your shoulders to release, and helping your heart to open. Then gently, slowly, as you exhale, release down. Rest your cheek on the floor for just a moment and take a couple of breaths here. And then when you're ready, once again, engage your thighs, inhale, and raise up. And pull and hold. Feel how much stronger the back of your body is becoming. Your stomach, your chest, your ribs are opening. One more long, beautiful round of breath. And slowly release, exhaling down to the floor. Rest the other cheek on the floor for a moment and take a couple of breaths here. Moving into locust pose, Shalabhasana. Bring your chin back to the floor and place your hands one over the other just under your pubic bone for support, or you can have them in fists here as well. Experiment with the placement of your hands until you find what supports your body the best. Now contract and strengthen your right leg and gently lift it off of the floor as high as you feel comfortable with. Feel a nice stretch all the way into your back. Release the leg back down to the floor. And now contract the left leg, bringing it all the way up, pointing your toe away from the body, stretching out through the hips, and bring it back down. Switching sides, lift the right leg all the way up, stretching away from the body, really opening up through that hip, feeling the side of the body opening up. Exhale, bring it down. Once again on the left side, lift the leg back up, pulling away from the body, contracting through the hip, opening up the lower back, and gently release it down to the floor. Take a moment now to breathe and relax. Next, you're going to lift both legs at the same time. So as you exhale, raise your legs up towards the sky, pulling the toes away from the body, and hold the pose as long as you possibly can. The chin rests on the floor so that it doesn't create strain in the lower back. When you need to, release the pose slowly and with control, bringing yourself back down to the floor. Start by holding this pose for a few seconds and work up to 30 seconds, maybe even a minute, as your belly gets stronger and the back of your body gets stronger. Gently pull your hands out from underneath your body and push yourself back up to sitting on your hips, sinking onto your heels, coming into child's pose, Balasana. Stretch your arms out in front of you, bring your palms together in prayer position in front of your body, and simply release. Let go and relax.